Hi guys. So, we're still working on drawing. I'm going to learn how to draw a male and female face today. So, that's the goal. So I picked this one, Rapid Fire Art, is showing us how to draw faces, male and female face. So I am going to copy what she tells me to do. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Really excited. All right.
Tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to draw a male and female face from scratch. Then I'll demonstrate how some easy modifications can affect the overall look of the face.
Okay.
Let's start with the male face. First, draw a circle. Try to make your construction lines as light as possible.
So she wants me to
make a line through the center vertically and horizontally.
There we go.
Measure half the circle's diameter and add it to the bottom to get the chin.
Okay. So we're going to draw a circle and break it into fourths and then measure half right there.
Now draw the cheeks and jawline. Draw a line down the whole face vertically. We don't need the horizontal line anymore, so let's get rid of that. Now we're going to split the entire head in half by drawing a horizontal line going through the very center. Split the bottom section of the face in half and then in half again. Let's do the same.
Calm down. Oh, sorry, this is at an angle because I'm holding the pad at an angle. I wonder. Can I move it? There we go. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit more straight for you guys. Okay, so what did she say?
We don't need the horizontal line anymore, so let's get rid of that. Now we're going to split the entire head in half by drawing a horizontal line going through the very center.
Okay, going through the very center. So I think that's about half.
Split the bottom section of the face in half and then in half again. Let's do.
Oh, in half. There we go.
Do the same thing with the top portion of the head. These lines are for the eyes, nose, lips, and hair.
Okay, so this one is the lips, nose, eyes, and hair. I wonder what the top one is.
On the eye line,
So I've never really been good at drawing faces, so I'm really interested to see like what she has me do, because I'm really bad at drawing faces.
split your face into 5 equal sections, taking the full width of the head into account.
Okay, equal sections.
draw your eyes in the appropriate spaces. For a more detailed tutorial on drawing eyes, noses, and lips, check out my other videos linked down in the description.
Okay, so she's got the eyes going across that middle line between those two lines. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to try for the finer point. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is the part where I always have the hardest trouble, is with the eyelids and then eventually the eyelashes, and then she's gonna start on the eyebrows. So this part is always like really hard. Just because for whatever reason, I just make everything like super huge. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That one eye is awful looking. So now she's gonna start on eyebrows.
And keeping them close to the eyes for a calm facial expression.
Okay. This is a little bit, just a little bit off. There, that's, wow. Okay, I'm gonna try that eye again, because this looks awful. It's a little bit more balanced.
Now let's add the nose. Draw a line coming down from the inner corner of each eye. This gives us a nice set of boundaries to draw within. For a medium length nose, I'm going to draw the nose a little higher than the nose line. You can play with the positioning to see how it affects the way your character looks. I'll show you some examples near the end of the video.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's just where the flare comes out. That's where that means. But the like tip of the nose is closer.
For the mouth, draw your boundary lines coming from...
Okay. What is happening? Nope. There we go. Why is it that color? Uh-oh, because I selected gray. Cool. There we go. Okay, and then she did the flares on the outside.
In the center.
There we go. That looks really horrible, but here we go. Okay, and then she wants to do the lips, starting with lines coming down from here, I'm guessing, for the corners of your mouth to reach on each side.
Of each eye. Directly below the nose, draw a triangle that stretches down to the line labeled lips. Place your cupid's bow a fair distance from the nose. Below that, draw the opening of the mouth while staying within the boundaries. Define the corners of the mouth and then connect them to the cupid's bow to form the top lip. At the triangle's base, draw the bottom lip. Finally, define the opening of the mouth by drawing a wavy line starting in the middle of the triangle.
This is really...
For the hair, start at the line labeled hair and draw the sides and sideburns. I like to draw the top part between these two lines. Males tend to have hairlines that are very angular and well-defined.
Okay.
Let's give this guy a cool, trendy hairstyle, long at the top and shorter at the sides. I almost forgot about the ears. Between the eye line and nose line, draw your 2 ears. You can make someone look skinnier by defining their cheeks.
All right.
Let's give him a chiseled jaw.
You go from eyes to nose. Eyes to nose. I just am not good at like mirroring. Like when it comes to mirroring the other side, like I just, that side is really good. Or, you know, one side or the other, but it's never both sides. This guy has got a serious... problem. Let's make it come over a little bit more on purpose. You can still see the hairline in there. Oh, I see. And then she went like a little shaggy on the sides as well. Okay. Okay. So skinnier. That's kind of neat. And then finishing the eyebrows. Oops. It's because I moved my arm the other way. There we go. Okay.
Jawline with a dimpled chin.
Oh, she's gonna go for the dimpled chin. Oh. Okay.
And let's also give him a thick neck.
A thick neck. I like how she just threw that in there. Like, that's
So
also do
that's
a
my
thick
method
neck.
for drawing a basic male face. Now I'm gonna have a little fun and change up some of his features to make him look more masculine. I think males generally have less prominent lips, so let's remove a layer of graphite to make the mouth really subtle.
Let's get rid of all these lines and see where we're at.
Adding some shading underneath the mouth to bring out that chin. That was actually really effective.
Yeah,
Let's
I think
also
she's
give
right.
the
Like
nose
they don't
some
have
sharper
as
angles and a
as
darker
prominent
nose
of
bridge.
lips.
And let's see what happens by changing only the mouth. Keep your lines fairly light so you can easily erase any part of the face when you want to. This is the thing I love about sketching. You can constantly revise your work until you're satisfied. By the way, my lines are usually lighter than this, but I'm just trying to make them really dark so you can clearly see what I'm doing.
It's a little bit better. It's still really, really sloppy.
If you want your character to look more chill and relaxed, make the eyes narrower so you can see less of the iris. The more visible the iris is, the more alert or intense your character will look. I really like how chill he looks now. Gonna bring that jawline out a little bit. And just gonna apply a bit of shading to bring out those chiseled features. Alright, let's look at his total transformation thus far. Okay, we'll go back to this later. Let's draw a female face.
Alright, so that's the male face that we have. Now we're going to do the same thing for the female face. Draw a circle with a line going through the center vertically and horizontally. Measure half of the circle and then add it to the bottom. Okay. Here we go again. Circle. I'm going to try it with the fatter piece of my my stylus here so that I can actually see where the tip is. The other one has a plastic piece covering it, and I can't see clearly like where it is, but I needed it for that thing. Okay, let's try this again. So she wants a circle, and then for it to be in half, and then for us to take half of the circle and apply it to the bottom. So, okay. Except this time, draw the chin a little higher. Get rid of the horizontal line inside the circle when you're done with it. I usually like to draw females with narrow faces and small chins. Let's draw a line down the center vertically. Draw a horizontal line going through the center of the entire head. Split the bottom section of the head in half and then in half again. And do the same thing for the top portion. Half again. Again, let's split the head into 5 equal sections along the line labeled eyes. Alright, so I think there's supposed to be a line right there. So split it in half. And half and half again. I don't think this is half. This is way too low for lips. Let's be real. Okay, so half and half again. There we go. And hair is here. Okay. 5 equal parts. If I remember right, we're going to put the eyes in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do those before I push play so that we don't have to pause again. That is way too high. I don't know how I keep doing that. I know it has something to do with the way that I'm resting on the pad when I draw, but I don't know how. Like I'm changing the color. I would have guessed that it would have been that, like, the way that my hand rests here. Bless me. That, like, I would have had to go around the circle to pick a different color, but apparently not.
Remember to take the full width of the head into account when you're doing this step. Let's give her a pair of thin, curvy eyebrows. She doesn't look very happy, so I'll have to go back and fix that later. On to the nose. Draw your boundary lines again, coming down from the inner corner of each eye. Let's give her a medium length nose by drawing it above the line labeled nose. Compared to the face on the left, the lines used to draw her nose are much more smooth. No sharp angles, it's also more narrow. For the mouth, draw your boundary lines coming from the center of each eye and place your triangle directly below the nose, resting it on the line labeled lips. Start with the Cupid's bow. Draw the opening of the mouth, the corners, and then connect everything together.
Oh, down. Okay, whoops, I messed up my triangle. Her lips just look so big. Is that just me? Like, I think her lips look huge. Maybe I'm doing the Cupid's bow like too big. Does anybody know how to go around like not feeling like your person's lips are just ginormous? She looks very... So she went from looking like a crazy person with giant lips to like a not so crazy person, but whose mouth is like... She's so gaunt that she can't... This is like one of the places that I have the hardest time is with mouths. And because I'm not good at mirroring, it just ends up being very... just not very even, you know? And so one side like looks really good and really clean, and then I go to mirror that and it comes off looking like one side of her face is just broken. No one wants a broken face. So, yeah, it's just not great. I put her pupils in here because not having any eyes is really freaking me out. So, there we go. Yeah, she looks really like... I don't know why she looks like that. This looks so bad. This looks really bad. But we're learning, right? We're pushing through.
For the ears, draw them roughly between the eyes and the nose. Now, moving on to the hairline. Females have softer, less defined hairlines, so let's draw a smooth line around the top portion of the head, giving the forehead a rounded shape instead of a rectangular one. Draw the rest of the hair. We'll give her a narrow neck.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. Compose a cover letter that stands out, thanks to flawless writing and compelling word choice. Inspire your team with a presentation free of errors in spelling, punctuation, and grammar. Impress your boss with a proposal that gets straight to the point. And be sure your writing comes across the way you intend. Download Grammarly today to review your writing before you hit send.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna erase these construction lines so we can swap out some facial features to make her look happier. You can keep these guidelines if you need it for reference. I just want to clean things up a little bit here. I think the reason she looks so sad and angry is because her eyes are squeezed together at the ends. So let's open those eyes right up. That is so much better. She looks more relaxed. She actually looks pretty serious now instead of angry. And all I did was change a single feature. You know what? In the beginning, I thought I'd have to change her eyebrows too, but most, if not all of her sadness came from the eyes. This is a great exercise to learn about how each feature can affect a character's emotions, even through the most subtle changes. Just adding some more details and shading. I made the nose bridge look soft by giving it some light shading. If you compare the two nose bridges, the one on the left is quite a bit darker, making the eyes look deeper. And it also brings the brow bone
This is not
forward.
looking so much like a lady.
Okay,
It's starting
let's bring
to
our focus
like
back
it actually
over
looks like
here.
a very nice
There's
gentlemanly
no detail on the
dude
tip of the
from
nose, and
like
the lips are shaded in a
long
way to make
ago
them look
or
full
something.
instead of flat.
20s maybe, I don't know. I could just finish this off with a little mustache. It'd be really funny.
Let's go back to the guy and turn him into a Southeast Asian. I don't know why, but I like drawing the guy more than the girl. Let me give him some eyes where the outside corners are slanting up. For the nose, I'll make the tip less pointy and smooth out the bridge.
There.
I'm Vietnamese, and from my observation, most Vietnamese men have pretty thick and defined lips.
So
Kind of like
her
these
nose.
ones. And
She
I
can
could
keep
them,
drawing.
but
I
let's
don't
just
really care.
change it up for.
But I am going to fix the nose here just a little bit. I think I went too far with how I did this. So, whoops. Okay. Here we go. It's a little bit better. I think we'll bring her jaw in just a little bit. Make her, there we go. And then we can bring those cheeks in a little bit. Too much right there. There. Ooh, I like what she did with her lips. She brought them down a little bit more. That's really neat. I like that. Like adding just a little bit of openness to them. That's really cool. Yeah, let's try this again. Very nice. Oh yeah, because she's changing how that guy looks. There we go. I don't know, I think, oh there was something. So maybe not trying to like square it off so much, but actually like bring it in. Women have softer features, and I feel like that's quite a little bit harder to like get a hold of. And so yeah, it's just trying to like get that in here. Oops, that was an eraser. There we go. Yeah. I feel like I might be a little bit more accurate if I had like a pencil too. Oh, that's a cool face. I like those lips better. Bestest. I just have a really, really hard time with mirroring. So it's just gonna be kind of what it is. Ooh. And then have your lips mimic that. That's really cool. I like that. Neato. All right. So yeah, that's my female face, and then the male face I drew looks very much like a Chad. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah. So yeah. I don't know. It's definitely going to take some more working on, trying to figure out like how to really draw these. But yeah, it's really interesting that like just the matter of yeah, kind of like she said, like, you know, you have to separate the face out, and I wouldn't have thought that by breaking it down the way she did that like your eyes sat so much further down on your face than you think when you look at a face. Because you think when you look at a face that it's here, and so you draw it and then you put the hair on top and you end up with like one of those you know, like come on. You end up with one of those like people that looks like this because their eyes are like way up here. But in reality, you start and you break it down, and your eyes are almost in the middle of your head, and then your hair is on the upper fourth or fifth. I don't. You break this in half, and then that half is mirrored again down here. So this is the bottom. So this is like where the chin is. And like, and then you get rid of this line, and you separate the face in half, and half again, and then again up here. So you do it in half, and half up here. This is the hairline. This is your chin line. Like, that's just insane. Your eyes sit like right here. That's just insane to me that like when you draw a circle to go draw a face, that's what is there. So anyway, thanks for watching me learn how to draw. I am going to continue learning how to do things. The next thing I want to learn how to do is I know it's in here. I just got this, so I'm really excited. I want to learn how to pick a lock. So I just got my lock picking kit. So I don't know if you can see that. So I got all of those, and then I have this see-through lock. There we go. And the directions are supposed to teach you how to pick a lock. We will see if we will actually need YouTube. That would be very fun and interesting. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys another night. Have a good night. Bye.